Hello guys, welcome to another video presentation. But today I decided that I am not going to do my usual relationship tips, but today I am going to share with you some of my unedited videos. And let me tell you, creating content, it's not a walk in the park, especially as it comes to the editing. So you see all those videos that you watch and they're well crisp and well put together. Now I am going to share with you what it takes to get to that space because it is definitely not easy. While you watch, I want you to give a thumbs up, share your comments, give a like, and share your feedback if you too is a content creator and the challenges that you have, or which is the most difficult part for creating those content. Well, if this is something that you are familiar with, stick around because today I will be sharing with you 5 tactics that is useful.
Oh boy!
We often know that conflict is inevitable. Why? Because we're our own person, we have our own thought process, and we have our own opinion. So, more likely, it's saying something like this: I feel really overwhelmed with house chores. I wish, we could try and work out a schedule and, divide the chores. And maybe that will help to take the burden off me. In that, now if tip number 1 is something that you can relate to, go and put in the comment section, cut. Tip number 2, use I statements when expressing feeling. Let's draw back on the previous example as it relates to the house chores. Now, instead of saying, you are always sitting around playing on the video games, you don't help in the house, I feel like I am the only one doing everything. Stop. Why isn't my spouse responding to my phone call? No, start over.
Oh, really?
Now, if this is something that you're familiar with, stay tuned as we dive deeper into this discussion. Now, if this is something that you are familiar with, stay tuned as we dive deeper. If this is something that you are familiar with, stay tuned as we dive deeper into this discussion. Now, in today's video, we will be looking at the impact of overanalysis on relationship. Just a second. Now, in today's video, we will be looking at the impact on constant connectivity on overanalysis in relationship. In today's digital world, it is important for couples and individuals to be constantly connecting. Now, the use of technology has its good and it has its bad, but as it relates to relationship.
Ew!
Now, in today's digital world, social media has made it possible to constantly connect with our loved ones and to keep up with our partners and others, right? Now, in today's digital world, social media has made it possible for us to constantly keep up with our partners and to constantly keep up with others. And so, While this connectivity might have many benefits, there are also some downside to this. Particularly in fostering overanalysis, and unhealthy comparison. And when we don't get those instant responses, we tend to get a little bit anxious, and we tend to assume and insinuate different things. So it is important, and if we don't get a quick response, or we might get a short response, we tend to scrutinize it, or we tend to dissect. We tend to overanalyze. Over, for example, overanalyzing what one partner posts on Facebook can lead to, for example, psychological toll that this can have is mistrust and miscommunication. Another, detaching yourself totally from the person. Acceptance in this case might look something like this: detaching oneself from the situation with no acceptance might look something like this: detaching oneself from the situation with the demonstration of no interest or concern about that person, and having hope, looking forward to the future with hope, and demonstrating that hope. Acceptance in this case might look something like this: detaching oneself from the situation with demonstration of no concern or interest of that person, and having true hope towards the future. Now, thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.